Hey scavengers, this is James and I'm the storage scavenger. Today I am back at my storage unit. We are going through some stuff, trying to get some more stuff. We just had a really great auction last weekend with Donna and T over at Auctions for You. And we did some great sales. I got one last package that still hasn't shipped out, and that's because it was all those Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations. One person bought both of those lots. And I've been individually wrapping every single one of them. Used a ton of bubble wrap and stuff. It's all packaged up. It's set up to ship out today. So that's the last of the packages I have left to ship out. So thank you guys that came and supported us. Those of you that subscribe to our channel through the auction, thank you guys so much for joining our channel. If you're new here, make sure you click the like button, click the subscribe button, and the little bell notification so you get all of our next updates. Well, we're doing abandoned storage units. We're going through my own storage right now, cleaning it out, trying to make some space so I can buy some better units. I've been looking at some units on Storage Treasures, but I don't have the room to put them in my storage right now. My storage, I got two 10 by 30 units, and they are jam-packed, and there's a lot of it that's trash and donation stuff that I just haven't gotten rid of yet. So we're working on cleaning some of it out and getting rid of some of the stuff that I've got in backlog so that I can get some better units in. So let's get in here, check it out, and see what we got today. And so here's my storage. We got a bunch of stuff in here. Whenever I'm doing storage units, I'm not trying to maximize every dollar, so I got tons of stuff here. This one, if you've seen some of my previous videos, you've seen this one before, but it's a Star Wars t-shirt. I need to get that one listed on eBay, because I think that one, because it's got the foreign writing and stuff on it, I think it's, I don't know, either Chinese or Japanese, but I think that that's going to be worth some money. Nike Apparel. This one's in really good shape. Some of this stuff I may try to list. Some of the stuff I may just throw it into a lot and bulk set up. I hate listing clothes. But there can be some good money in it. So I do it every once in a while. I'll list a few pieces myself. But most of it's going to be bulk sold off. Donation pile. This place looks like a mess, but it's actually starting to get a little bit of organization to it. So I got like little cheap stuff like this. Got these nice little glassware bowls and stuff, but they're not worth a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of money in glassware these days. Pyrex. This one's dirty. I find a lot of these Pyrex dishes though. In fact, I just broke mine that was kind of like this. I may take that to the house, clean it up, and see about keeping it. Look at this. These little wooden boxes. Man, that is some nice work right there. That's carved out. That's just laid on top of it, but I can clean that up. It's a nice little box. Probably a good 15-20 bucks for something like that. We'll have to look into it, see if I can find something similar, but those are nice little boxes. Wow, look at that. Old tape recorder. Sometimes these can be worth some money, especially now VHS or cassettes. You can't hardly find the players for them anymore, and still a bunch of people have cassettes. It's even got a cassette in it. Energy efficient anti-resonance cassette mechanism. That's a homemade cassette. So we'll test that out, see if it works. If so, that'll be worth a few bucks. If it doesn't work, it's trash. Now I've got these drawers. When I'm looking at furniture, this is one of the things I like to look for. Dovetail joints. This means it's well constructed. Dovetailing is used usually on higher end furniture. It holds better, but sometimes they do fall apart. I've got a couple of the drawers that are falling apart, so I've got to get those back to the house, get them glued up and fixed so I can put that dresser together and try to flip it. Crafting beads. We find lots and lots of crafting beads in here, so we'll probably put those together. I'll see. I may put together another crafting lot. So here's my second unit. Those of you that have seen some of my previous videos, you couldn't even walk in the door here. I got rid of some of the furniture plus the Christmas lots I sold last weekend at the auction. So all this stuff right here, this whole pile of stuff, look at all that. That's almost all donation stuff. I've just got to get it packed up and sent out. There's a few pieces in there that I might try to resell, but most of it's a donation. Not in very good condition. And then I've got all that. You see all that? This is the back side of my unit. I've got a double entrance. These units go all the way through with doors on both sides. So we'll look at the other side here in a little bit. But now I've got some space in here. I can actually walk inside the unit. And we just got to keep chipping away at this big pile of mess. Alright, for those of you that have been watching us for a while, you can see that there's been a massive amount of progress. Now, there's a lot more to do, but just a couple of weeks ago, you couldn't even get into the door of these units. They were so packed, it was front to back. I've been selling stuff. I've been throwing stuff away. I got a whole trash run I got to go take to the dump in my trailer right now. And then that's part of why I'm in my minivan, is because my truck is hooked up to the trailer and my trailer is full of trash. I haven't made it over to the dump yet because I've been just super busy all over the place with other things. But we're going to get that stuff moved out. I got a few projects I'm working on at the house. I'm trying to clean stuff out of the house and out of my listing room, which is just as bad as these storage units right now. I want to get that room completely cleared out. So a lot of that stuff is coming over here. So I'm emptying space out and then filling it back up. Emptying space out and then filling it back up with the stuff at the house that I'm still trying to get out of there. So, and then I'm also trying to sort out, I've got another donation run I'm going to make this week. I've got some more stuff we're going to go take a look at here in just a minute on the other side of the unit that is going on Facebook Marketplace. And we're going to try to flip some stuff over there. More stuff moved out. We got some more stuff moved around, and starting to make a little bit of progress. I just took some photographs, some more stuff. I'm going to do a little bit of research when I get back to the house and list that stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I'll show you those here in just a minute after I get done with this little break. But here's the deal. Those of you that have been following me for a while know that I took a little break from YouTube for a few months. With the COVID breakout, my wife being really sick earlier this year, and it's been a very stressful year for my family and a lot of stuff going on. And I explain all that in other videos. I'm not going to go into all the details. But I just recently came back a couple of weeks ago, and there's a war going on in YouTube amongst some of my favorite channels. And I feel like I'm kind of stuck in the middle between people that I see on both sides. And I love everybody. I support everybody. One of my great teachers in my life has been Dr. Wayne Dyer. He was a great teacher of spiritual principles, and not necessarily a particular religion, but just general spiritual principles that are common amongst all beliefs. And one of the things that I learned from him a long time ago, there's a few things that I'm going to share. One is that who you hate is not your greatest enemy. The people that you are angry at, the people that have hurt you, they are not your greatest enemy. The greatest enemy you have is hatred itself. Get rid of hatred. And the only way, hatred is like this poison, and it poisons you from the inside out. And I know, because I've been there, and I've been in that poisonous state where I was just consumed by my own hatred for other people. And the only antidote to that is love and forgiveness. Remember, and I hear a lot of people, I have the right not to forgive them, and I don't have to forgive them. And you're right, you don't have to. And I know a lot of people that don't, and that's okay. I'm still going to love you whether you forgive the other people or not. It doesn't bother me. It's not going to affect me. It is going to affect you. Not just temporarily, but short term. And I want people to learn to forgive and learn the true power of forgiveness, because it's something that has been so powerful in my life. And you have to learn how to forgive yourself. That's something I've been working on a lot in the last few weeks, is working on forgiving myself for all the mistakes that I've made in the last few months and in the last few years in regards to my family. I have to learn to forgive myself and not hold on to the self-hatred, or that's part of what led to my anxiety and my depression, was all this self-loathing and not feeling good enough. And I had to forgive myself for all those mistakes that caused me to feel that way. And then I also have to forgive other people in my life for the way that they've treated me and other things that have happened in my life. And I got a lot to forgive. And I got a long way to go. I don't want you to think that I'm some master at all this stuff. I mean, this is a storage unit channel, not a spirituality channel, for a reason, because I'm no master at all this stuff. It's just something that is very important to me, something I believe in, but I'm a work in progress myself on being able to live out this stuff every day myself. But we've got to learn to forgive each other for our own sakes. It's not about them. And then you can forgive and not forget. You can forgive and love that person from a distance. That doesn't mean you have to associate with those channels. That doesn't mean you have to be on their channel and going on their lives and giving them super chats. But just love them from a distance and send them love and respect their right to be the way they are, even if they don't change, or your perception of their change. And then some of it is, that's just one side of it. The other side of it is, I have seen and listened to what's being said on both sides of these arguments. And there's positive and negative things being said on both sides of the arguments. No one person that I have listened to is totally in the right, from my perspective. And there's a lot of assumptions about things that other people have done that are being misconstrued as facts and being spouted as facts when they're actually assumptions with zero facts to back them up. And I think if you would stop spouting your crap and start listening to each other. And some people are not willing to come to the table and have that discussion, and I get that. Some people are going to be assholes. Love them from a distance and just keep moving on. But some people would actually listen if you give them the opportunity. But then sometimes they're so busy that they don't know what's going on their own channel. I've seen that with some of this. Some of this is, there's at least one particular channel that has been so busy dealing with other things that they didn't know what was going on their own channel. They weren't behind it, but they're getting a lot of flack for things that happened on their channel, which I get. They need to be, on top of things a little bit more maybe. But that's just my perspective. I love everybody in this thing, and I'm not choosing sides. If I'm forced to, not be on somebody's channel, I'm still going to love them. I'm still going to respect their choice to be the way they are. Doesn't mean that I have to go back and watch their videos or recommend their videos to anybody. But I love you guys, I love Donna and T. I really hate the way that Donna and T were treated by some of the other channels. I understand how Donna's been hurt. And I love Donna. Being on her channel has benefited me a lot, not just from making sales at her auctions and not just from subscribers, but just from the things I have learned from listening to her about this business, things that I have learned. She has such a big heart, and being a parent of a special needs child that not only faces the possibility of losing that child on a daily basis, but also deals with other parents who are losing their children almost every day because of our involvement in special needs communities. We're almost every day seeing another family that's lost their child. And listening to Donna and working with Donna and everything I've heard from Donna, I have learned so much about how I can interact better and better support that community because of the time I've spent with Donna. And I've actually recommended some of those people to Donna to learn how to deal with their grief, because she has, a lot of things to say in that is a good thing. And I love her. I told her the other day, and I kind of joke about it, but she's kind of like our YouTube mom for those of us that follow her channel. She's kind of my YouTube mom. But there's a lot of people that have been hurt by the actions of a few channels. And there's a few people that have been hurt with the assumption that it was by these few channels that maybe it wasn't. And I just want people to, calm down, love each other. I'm going to love you regardless of what you do, but calm down, love each other, and respect each other. That's all I've asked. If you come to my channel and you see somebody that's in the community of that other channel, respect each other. I don't want all that drama pouring over onto my channel. And that's all I'm ever going to say about this stuff. I'm not going to come back and record any more about this. So I got this little chest here that is full of like screws and nails and just different little hardware stuff. I'm just going to sell that whole thing as is. We're going to list that on Facebook Marketplace and just kind of let somebody have it. I got this piece here. It's not in really great shape. In fact, it's in really, really rough shape. And it's going to take more work. When I said I was going to do some projects, this one's a little bit more of a project than I have the time to deal with. Because you can see it's laminate. The laminates are coming off. And it's going to take a lot of work to fix all that. But somebody might want that for a project piece. So I'm going to list it for like dirt cheap on Facebook. And let somebody have a really, really good deal. I got this speaker here. And it's got some fuzzy stuff. It looks like maybe some mildew or something got on it. And so we're going to try to clean that up and get rid of it as well. So we got these other Pyrex bowls that we found in there as well. These are 22 by 11 by 8 centimeters. There's 3 of them here. These don't sell for a whole lot, but I got 3 of them. They're all 3 in pretty decent condition. They're a little bit dirty. I'll try to clean them up a little bit, but I'll probably lock them up and sell them off on our eBay store. Stuff like that, bring in a little bit. They'll sell for a little bit since they're a set. This right here. This is another little coffee table. We're going to list that one up on Facebook Marketplace. It's got a glass top. It's actually, the glass top actually came off of a different coffee table. It had a wooden base and the base was trash. So, and the top to that iron-based one was trash. But they actually don't look too bad together. So I put them together and we're going to try to sell that as a coffee table. Put that up on Facebook Marketplace. We're trying to get rid of some of the furniture and make some more room. So here we have a little fish tank stand. The fish tank itself actually broke in my trailer on the way back from the storage. But I've still got the stand. It's in rough shape, but it's all right. We're going to clean it up, repaint it, and see what we can do with it. If you're interested in seeing how we fix up some of this stuff, some of the little project pieces like this that we do, if you want to see videos of that, leave me a comment down in the comments at the end of the video, and let me know if you would be interested in seeing some of the projects and how we fix these things up for resale. And that's gonna be about it. We've done a lot today. We're gonna get some of this stuff cleaned up, try to get a few things listed. We're gonna list some of the furniture pieces that we just showed on Facebook Marketplace, and we're gonna list some more stuff on our eBay store. And get stuff going. So make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel if you're new here, and come back and see us again. This is James, and we'll see you next time here at the Storage Scavenger.